Good morning. Happy Saturday. I hope you're all having a fantastic week. I saw all the chatter about the storms and things like that. We are due for Elsa and Fred next week. So kind of glad in some ways that we don't have camp and let loose because, of course, we're not going to, we may not have power and things. So thank you so much, everyone, for hopping on, and welcome to Christmas in July. I'm super excited. If you didn't already know, I love Christmas. Like, it's my season. I could make Christmas cards the whole year round. I could design Christmas stamps the whole year round and not design anything else. I just love it. Greg, on the other hand, hates Christmas.
Where do you want your kitchen roll?
Thank you.
Is there anything else you need before you start going live?
This keeps flickering too, babe. Well, I didn't know until I pressed go, but hopefully it's okay. Thanks, Greg, for bringing the kitchen roll. Sandy says Arizona.
Don't mind me, people.
We won't, don't worry. You haven't missed anything yet, Olivia. Hey, Adam. Alicia's here. Jen's here. Eileen. Everyone is here as well. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Pam. I'm so excited about this. So between now and October, we will release a little bit of Christmas every month. We're doing Christmas in July, and then next month, the next few months, we have different themes, but you'll see like 1 or 2 Christmas sets kind of creep in, because once you open the floodgates to me and I say Christmas, I am all in with Christmas. I love it so much. I am going to bring up the website on my computer too, so when you ask me for links, I can find them and share them with you all. The new release collection is live. Christmas in July release. Whoops. Wrong one. I'm going to put the release in the live stream so you can see. Hey, Carmen. James here as well. I'm just going to get a couple of minutes for everyone to get in and join us for Christmas in July. I have so many beautiful samples to share with you. I'm so excited. As I said, it's my favorite time of year. I'm not frozen, Natalie, but I'm definitely wet. It is so rainy here. The lake that we have out the back had like at least 18 inches of bank last week, and now it's like rimming the edge. There's a significant bit before it gets to us, and there's some overflows and stuff, but there has definitely been a lot of rainfall as well. Hey, Mary. Yes, we have just come on. We haven't even dived in yet. Hey, Christine. Merry Christmas in July to you too. It is definitely hot here as well, but hey, Carrie, she's joining us, and Brenda's here, so all the gang are joining in. I hope you've been enjoying Let Loose and camp as well, summer camp. So this week we did stencils, and we did lots of different ways. Some were easier, some were a bit more complex, but I wanted to make sure you had lots and lots of ways to take all those stencils you have in your stash, Alicia, and have lots of different ways to use them. So I hope you enjoyed those as well. And if you are in camp as well, of course, I hope you enjoyed that too. Hey, Ryan. Angie's here as well. So lots of people tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yes, it is Christmas in July. The release just went live, and I'm so excited. Like, I can't tell you how excited. I have this weekend carved out for no work. I'm going to de-stash a lot up here in the craft room, and I'm going to craft. They are my agendas for the weekend. Greg is actually off work all of next week, and he'd planned to do all these things, and now the storm's coming through. So he's had to change all his plans as well. Francine says, Camp and Let Loose have been awesome. Ideas and projects keep crossing over between them. Oh, I'm so pleased, Francine. I'm glad you love them. It's always great to hear feedback. But if there's anything we can do to improve them or things you don't like, you can always email Bethany and let her know. And we'll do our best to improve for future sessions and future camps as well, because there are more camps coming. There's also a new ebook coming around about the 16th of July. It's going to be how to use glitter in your projects. Some are regular glitter and some are no mess options, which is really, really fun as well. And I'm just going to make sure I've got your links ready. Okay, so is everybody ready for some Christmas fun? There's actually a couple of things in there that are not Christmas. And there's also lots you can adapt for every time of the year, because I love Christmas, and I love Christmas in July. Amanda does not love Christmas in July, and that was fun. We kind of have a joke going backwards and forwards between us. But also, I want to make sure that your Christmas products last the whole year round. Wait, the light's about to go on. There you go. Now it looks all bright. Good job, babe.
You already look bright because you're white. It's like lost into the background behind you, your white t-shirt. But are you happy now?
I am, thank you.
Excellent.
Hey, Ashley, a fellow Brit here in New Jersey. Welcome. I used to live in New Jersey. I lived in Clinton, New Jersey, and then I lived in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and then Akron, Ohio, and now we live in Sarasota, Florida. And I have no intentions of moving from right here. I'm kind of done with the moving. Okay, so let's get started. Everyone's so excited, so am I. So let's dive straight in. First of all, I'm going to start with inks and embellishments, and then I've got some fun papers for you. I have stencils, I have stamps, I have cardstock, I have dies. Like it's going to be Christmas. Literally, it's going to be Christmas, even though it's Christmas in July. So let's go down and start looking at them. So here we have the two new gems. I'm going to open these up. This one is called Solar Flare. It is gold, and they're a gold mirrored gem, which I think is really, really cool. And you can see, like, they're just so pretty. They have like a bronzy gold. They're like a, I'm trying to think of, what's that, like, more like really yellowy, reddy gold. Miner's gold, I think they call it. That's the kind of hue they have. Really, really pretty. And then here we have, oh, Bethany or Amanda must be here because they're dropping the links for me. Thank you, ladies. These are called Everglades. They're a beautiful, like rich emerald color that match our Everglades. And we have Everglades cardstock in a little bit as well. I love these. They're so pretty. And they're perfect for Christmas or for those like foresty masculine projects. Woo! Okay, not good when you do that. Okay, let's do that. Oh God, I'm making a mess already. Alicia says, I love the crown jewel gems. I definitely buy all the colors. I know, I think you were one missing. So next up, let's do the papers because that's one of my favorites. So we have 3 new cardstocks. You have Scottish Thistle. And we had these at the show last weekend, and people love the colors. So this is like a plummy amethyst purple. So pretty, so rich. They're 100 a pound, twin wide, and they're all milled and made in the USA. Hey, Sharon, welcome. So I love this on here as well. And then you have Dr. Blue to go with it. We had to name a new color because it was a unique color, but I loved it so much I wanted to add it. I would say it's like a sapphire blue. So we've gone for those rich jewel tones for your Christmas, and you know, kind of great for masculine too as well. And then this here is Everglades. So you have Scottish Thistle, Dr. Blue, and Everglades. And good comparisons. You've got this emerald green. It matches those beautiful emerald green gems. You have your sapphire and you have your amethyst. So you can make some really, really pretty cards with this as well. And then we have 2 new cardstocks. Now, if you're at camp, you're going to be particularly excited about a couple of, or you know about both of these. So this is our new vellum. It's called Snow Flurries Vellum. It's a pearlescent, and it's pearl, but you can see it has that pearlescent quality. It is vellum. You can see through it. It's a parchment-based vellum. It's absolutely beautiful. It has like a veining that runs through it. It's so luscious. And you can use your stencils to emboss with this in your die cutting machine, which is something I did the other night at camp. It is so pretty. You can kind of see the veining there as I turn it like this. Absolutely beautiful. Love this vellum. So many things you can do with it. It looks icy. It makes great. You can kind of tear it, use one of your techniques from camp and tear it, and then create, you know, snow glades and blend on it. You can ink blend on this too as well. So don't forget that you can ink blend on it. This is our new glitter paper. I think it's called Meteor. No, Chameleon. Yeah, Chameleon Sparkle paper. This is our new paper. We have a few different colors on the way, but this is the Meteor. So it is silver. I wish, there is no way on a camera you can ever pick up enough sparkle. I really wish I could pick up more, but you see that like static that you see? That is all sparkle. And this is a really cool paper. So again, it's made in the USA. It has a thick backing on it. And they put the glitter on, which is micro fine. And then they put this coating on top. So it's really smooth. You can ink blend on it. You can alcohol ink on it. I actually did something at camp. I'll show you. We alcohol inked on it with a stencil. So you can alcohol ink on this. You can ink blend. You can use your dye inks on it. You can use your spray inks on it. You can do so many different things with this. It's the most amazing paper in the world. But you can die cut it. I wish I brought the sample up. I didn't. I did the daffodils for days, and this is what I made as my top layer to give it all that extra sparkle. Bethany, Jen says, is the stencil bundle really sold out already? If you could double check on that that would be awesome. Thank you. So yeah, so this is the Meteor paper. It's just amazing. It's one of, like, I try really hard when I select papers for Maker Forte to find something different. One of the criteria we were trying to find milled in America. It's not always possible, but actually right now, all of our papers are milled in America, but there's a couple of specialty ones I've been looking at that are not. But we tried to do that, and we tried to find things that are unique. Like this glitter paper, the fact you can use dye inks and alcohol inks on it is really, really cool. You can use your kaleidoscope powders on top of it. You can use it as is. You can die cut it. So I want to make sure that your supplies are as versatile as possible for you. So I wanted to share that with you. Okay, let's dive into dyes. So I've got to make sure I grab out the dyes from my, oh, my other dye is gone. See, the girls make these lovely packs. So I can show you. Oh, I got something that's die cut out there, one of the dyes. So here we go. So here is one of the new dyes. It is called Cathedral Sky, sorry. I mean, it's just one of the prettiest dyes. And the nice thing is, so they come in these thick envelopes. You can store them like this in your craft space. They have a Velcro tab on the back, just like this. And then you get 5 dyes rather. So they are Teflon coated. So all of these intricate details will drop out super easily. And the nice thing is you don't have to use all the layers. Like imagine you can just use, I'm going to put it on the white so you can see it. You could just use this layer or this layer or this layer. Like 3 of the layers stand alone beautifully. Or you can mix and match. You don't, this one also. So this one's a little bit less detailed, but it depends on what you're making. If you maybe had a stamped piece and you just wanted to add some detail, this is a really great way to go. And you have the room if you want to with the sentiment there, or you can add this piece in here so you can, you know, die cut all the way. So I love these pieces. I think they are absolutely beautiful. And they make the most stunning cards. And the girls here do some really great color combinations. See, to me, this one is kind of Christmassy, but you could use it for any time of the year. And then this one here, you could really just use, you know, it could be a great Easter card. It could be a just because card. So it really depends on the colors and the cardstocks you use as to how your finished result's going to come out. But yeah, just love these. And these are the only slimline layered dyes I have seen. I did lots of searching and nobody had them. So I was like, well, I guess I have to make my own. So here you go. Here's your layered slimline dyes. Next up is a second dye. This has been asked for, I can't tell you how many times. It's the Dear to Me dye. So it matches your Dear to Me stamp set perfectly, or your Stamp and Stencil silhouette. You can see here as well. So this is, again, the Teflon coating is on here. Nice details and things like that. And then here's some cards. So this one is by Amanda, I think. So here she's done some foiling. She cut out the blank canvas and then she did some distress foiling. She used her splatter stamp in the background with some Yellowstone ink. And it just looks so beautiful and elegant. This one here uses the Eclipse Black, and this one is from Amanda too. She layered it up with some other cardstock underneath to give it some real dimension. And she used an alcohol inked panel in the background. Look how easy that is. Or you could stamp and use the die cut, or, you know, just so many different things as well. And finally, this one, which I think is also Amanda's, she did that new Meteor cardstock, which just, it looks icy, like it gives you this beautiful icy effect. And again, she used alcohol inked panel in the background to create really quick and easy cards. Really, really quick and easy cards. So here is 3 versions of the Dear to Me, and I think they all look so different because of the cardstock choices. So it's a really great die that's going to, you know, show you tons of different ways. And this is the fun part about doing the release party, is I get to show you all of these, you know, fun ways to use things. So let me know what you're thinking so far. I know Bethany was checking on the stencil bundle. Let me see if I can see what she's doing. I'm in the wrong thing. So what's everyone's favorite so far? Let me know what you're looking at. Do you have a favorite die? Do you love the papers, the jams? Are you an embellishment junkie? I have 3 colors of ink to share with you in a second as well. Quick sip of coffee because I have to keep going. And then I'm just going to go back here, make sure I can see that. Okay, so your stencil bundle is now back in stock as well. So she added some more in there for you. So you can add those to your carts. There are some various bundles in there for the new release. I have to say I have a brain blank right now as to what they are, but they are in the new release collection. There we go, I can see them. And there is a die bundle. There is a gotta have it all bundle, which you save $130 something on. So it's really awesome. There's a stamps bundle. We haven't obviously got to stamps yet. Stencils, and you can get those individually. There's a cardstock bundle. There's a color hive bundle, and then everything is available individually as well. So all of that is in there too. All right. So Christine loves the dies. Barbara loves the layered. Carmen loves the thistle and vellum. Karen loves the vellum as well. And Natalie loves the dies. So let's dive in to some more. So here I have the 3 new colors of ink, some very eagerly anticipated colors as well. You have Fog, Pop Art, and Roller Skates. So I think I have them all open in my special box that I made to bring upstairs. So let's have a look at them. Here's my ones. They also come with the coordinating re-inkers are available. So if you like to be able to re-ink your pads, that is also available. So here is your roller skates. It's a really intense neon red. So it's a really fun color. Then you have the pop art, which is your neon teal. And then you have your fog. So yeah, here's your fog, which is just, it doesn't sound exciting, but it really is the perfect gray. So if you want to stamp maybe the snowflakes in the background and then stamp a sentiment on top, like a big bold one, or make a background behind your die, or maybe you want to try out some no-line coloring, this is an amazing color. I can't tell you, we had this discussion last weekend at how many grays I went through before I found what I considered to be, for stampers, the perfect tone of gray. It's a warm gray, but you can, you know, make it feel icy as well. Like, just, I loved it. So many things you can do. And if you haven't tried our inks before, they're on a silicone foam. They release really beautifully. So this here is squidgy, so it releases the ink nicely. They are heat embossable if you work quickly. You can add clear embossing and things on the top. And the other thing is the fog and the black are instantly alcohol marker friendly. They are called Remarkable. And the fog is the same formulation as the black. So if you love that black because you can quickly dry and off you go, then you're going to really love it because you can use your alcohol markers with it straight away. And I wish it picked up the vibrancy a bit more on YouTube. It kind of dulls your colors a little bit. But these are super vibrant. They are neon. Like, they are bright. Those fun kind of red and teal Christmassy colors. So modern but traditional at the same time. So we coordinated those with the release. Now I want to dive into our simple sayings. So if you have the subscription, you already have these. This month's themes were summer fun. So with the simple sayings, you get 3 sheets in a pack. I'll open one up so you can see. On the front, you get this half and half. So it's great for those front sentiments, like this one here, Land in the Free, Home of the Brave is one. You will get through this. This is another one from a simple saying set. And you can put them on as is. You can also foil them or you can ink them. And then on the back, you have the same thing, but you have it in much bigger. So you can use this as a card centerpiece and either trim it out or die cut it out. And we try to stick to lanes so you can easily die cut them, guillotine them up as well, which is really, really fun. So we are not almost over, Barbara. Don't worry. You have plenty to see. You haven't missed any of the stamps or the stencils. So that is our summer fun. Then we have a one for siblings. So it's about, brothers, sisters. Some of them are punny. Some of them are more serious. But, you can send them to your siblings and they'll love them. I didn't have siblings. Bethany did this one. I was like, would you really say that to your siblings? She went, yes, I would. So there's some really great fun ones in there as well. And then we have our punny Christmas. You slay me. Let's take an Elfie. Say it ain't snow. You snow the drill. I love these. I told you, I love Christmas. Like, this is I could do this all year round, every day of the year, and I wouldn't get tired of it. So I love, love, love that so much. All right, so there's those. And you can get these on auto ship, and then you get a free blank canvas with it every month and a sheet of foil. You can also do auto ship with the inks and the re-inkers and with the silhouette as well. I don't think I have my silhouette up here. Okay, so let's do, I'm going to do this stamp set just because I love it. So this was one that we released at Lift Your Spirits if you were there. If you're not, sign up for Lift Your Spirits. It's a free class. I show you 4 ways to use one stamp set every month. And this month, we're going to do alphabet stamps. So we're going to be using this one. It's called Farmhouse Fun. You may think it looks similar to other things as well. Look how cool this card is. So it's a Santa card. This is one of the stamp sets coming out this month. I love how she used it for the A. It's super fun. There's also a stencil that helps you place these perfectly, so you get the perfect spacing with them. But this is called Farmhouse Font, and this is what we'll be doing at Lift Your Spirits. So it's currently on sale as well. It's quite a good saving. I think it's over 20% off, ready for Lift Your Spirits, which will be a week on Monday. The letters are 2.5 inches tall, 2.5 inches, something like that. Yeah, about 2 inches tall. On here as well. So you can Greg's bringing us up one of the new silhouettes as well. So this is your Farmhouse font. I'm going to keep that sample to the side because we're going to get as well. And then we have our stencils. Okay, I went a little bit stencil crazy this month. I mean, I probably do most month. This one is called Build a Herd. So you have Mrs. Reindeer and Mr. Reindeer. And then you have all these options. So you could put a Santa hat on her. You could put a little flower on top of her head here. You can add a bobble onto her Santa hat. You can add the brim with some marshmallow paste. You can put a cute little sprig of holly on them here. Here is one that, I don't know if it's Carrie or Amanda made. But look how beautiful this is. So she blended in her browns and her pinks. So she made her Mr. Reindeer like this. And then she added the Santa hat. She used the marshmallow paste and the marshmallow paste like so. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome. Anything else you need while I'm here?
I don't know. Just go. We'll tell Maddie if we need something.
Okay.
Here's your holly. And here's your holly. So you just kind of build up however you want it to be. And you can make, yes. So you can make your own reindeers, which I just love. So next up, I don't have a sample of this one. We can maybe craft it in a little while. Here is Mr. and Mrs. Doe, as in like Jane and John Doe, but of course they're D-O-U-G-H's. And you have your Mr. Doe with the outlines. You can see there's his outline. And then you have Mrs. Doe and her outline. And then you add the second piece on and you can add the details. So you could use your marshmallow paste in here. You could ink blend. You could add gems, all those kinds of things. And you can make the most adorable little cards. And they're going to coordinate with your simple sayings and everything. And I just love them. Mr. and Mrs. Doe are one of my faves. So I'm going to put that to our side to try and craft with in a little bit. And then we have Candy Cane Crest. So this is cool because, again, you have some mix and match options. So you have the outline of your candy cane. Then you have the stripes to your candy cane, so you can add those on. And then, so it'd be really cool if you did it really lightly with fog on the bottom, and then add your red on top. And then you have 3 different inserts. You have joy, you have love, and you have hope. And they fit perfectly in this circle. So then you can stencil those in and see, you know, you can add whatever you want to your crest. Of course, you could stamp something, tons of different ways as well. So much fun to be had with these. There's a couple we just didn't get to, so I'm going to start with those, and then I have tons of cards to show you because we love our samples. Next up, we have Noble Buck. So I did this so you could see exactly how it comes out once you've stenciled. So you're going to get this layered piece. So you have all of these layers in here, and of course you have the opposite pieces so you can mask off the back. And then when you've done, it creates this Noble Buck, which you can see on here. So it gives you all these beautiful textures and things as well, which is really, really awesome. And the my favorite part of all of this is that if you take the buck off the front, you can use this, and you can use it with your change of view. You can use it with any of your spotlights to create all sorts of amazing scenes. So you can mix and match these. This is designed to fit in the A2 spotlight circle, that base, just like all the others. And you can mix and match all of your different stencils together as well. So that's that as well. Now we have a new spotlight, and I just think this was one of Bethany's inventions, which is awesome. So you have an A2 stencil and you have a slimline stencil in here. And you get the 3 pieces to fill them in, and then you can get the Spotlight Stockings add-on, so you can hang your stockings on the tree and personalize them, which is the best bit, is of course that you can personalize these for your recipients. So if they have a favorite color scheme, or if you want to do like some for kids and some for adults, you could add fur here with the marshmallow paste. Like, it's really, really cool the way that these mix and match together. And then this one is one I was playing with last night. I didn't bring the card upstairs, I should have known. But you have, it's called Trim the Tree. So you have these flourishes, and I did these in pop art. And then I did my ornaments in red. And then I did my stars with clear, and I added some Yellowstone kaleidoscope powder. And so by the time you're done, you could do that. But you could do this with 3 colors of kaleidoscope powder too. I might do that as one of our camp things for Kaleidoscope Powder Week, just to show you how you can do layering stencils with different colors of kaleidoscope powders, because that also looks really cool. And you can see you just end up with this beautiful tree in the background too as well. So that's one. I love personalization. I love these ones that you can mix and match. And this is another one that has so many possibilities. So here you get your plaid, which I love plaids. But then you could customize the center of your plaid with a different color, or take a pretty pattern stencil. Have I got something with a pattern on it? No, that was from camp. You could take a pretty pattern stencil like this one. This is one in my stash here. And you could then, you know, personalize the centers with a pattern, whatever you wanted it to be. And then when you're done, you've got a really pretty plaid, or you could turn this into a gift. So you can add a bow on top and make it wrapped. So it's called wrapped in tartan. So because you've got your tartan, you can customize the center or your gift wrap, and then you can add the bow on top and make it look like a gift. So again, a really, really great one, because you can use this the whole year round. You can use it for birthdays. You can use it for, you know, a shower gift. You could use it just as a plaid. You can make it into a farmhouse plaid, all of those kinds of things as well. Mary asked where she could find the ink pads. They're in this collection. Here, I will give you the link, Mary. There we go. So that's that one. Few more stencils, just a few. This one is called a New Twist. So it's a 2-piece stencil, but it has lots of options again, because you know me and my options. So you can just do some really cute little S's like this. You can put them together and make them look like a cable net or a twist, a rope. You could turn it into a rope. That would be really cool as well for like a nautical card or for the Navy or any of those things. So you can make it like twisted rope. And then you can see, you can kind of turn them over and make different things. You can offset them like this and make like interlocking S's. So you can do lots and lots of different things with this one. So you can make like wavy lattice and make it look woven. It's really fun. And here's a card that, I don't know, they don't put their names on. One of the girls, either Amanda or Carrie, made with a stamp set that was supposed to come out, but it didn't because there was a spelling mistake on it. So we pulled it, and when it's corrected, it'll come back out. But these are the Yetis, and they're so cute. They're some of my favorites. But this is the new twist in the background. So I wanted to make sure I had something that showed you the new twist on here. Oh, that's awesome, Patty. She says, I just found out that the craft store here on Sunshine Coast called Sales Maker Forte. That's awesome. So yeah, I love stencils, and I love making something for you that you can use tons of different ways. Lisa said, seriously, I think stencils are the best value, so many options. That's the whole idea, is I want to show you tons and tons of different ways to be able to use the same supplies. And that's what we do with summer camp too. That's the whole idea, is to show you, like, I think we did 12 ways to use stencils this week. And I did have someone email me and say, well, all these techniques are available on YouTube. I'm like, yes, they are, but you have to look for them and stuff. And the idea is that I show you, you know, how to use them and other ways to kind of stretch them out as well. You know, you can do the same technique with kaleidoscope paste or texture paste or glitter paste. So I try to aim them as we have some beginner, some medium, and some advanced techniques. But I want to make sure that you, I don't know if Bethany's still here. Is there a stencil bundle link? There is. Let's see if I can find it while we're chatting for a sec. July stencils, copy link. I got it. Oh, no, I'm gonna, there we go. My command key on this keyboard is kind of tetchy, so it doesn't always paste. I'm so glad you liked it, Sandy. Yeah. But I try and do a little bit of everything. I know I can't please everyone, but I try my best. So let's do this one. This one's a cool stencil, and I have some cards I can show you. So this one is called Deck the Halls, I think. Yeah, Deck the Halls. And it comes with an extra piece. You get this piece included. And the idea is that you can cover up the other pieces of your decking to select the one that you want. You see here how you can do this? So you can cover up what you don't need, so you get what you do need. So I try really hard to do that on there. So that's called Deck the Halls. And here is one that one of the girls created. Again, they use that Christmas Vibes stamp set, which you're going to see in a little while. And they used a few of them and kind of crisscrossed them, which I think made a really fun background on there. And Sending Warm Wishes is in that stamp set as well. So that's on there. Then we have Modern Christmas Trees. I know this is on another card later on, because I know when I was looking through them, we'll get to it. So remember this one, because again, this one's cool. It's a double stencil again, so you can layer them together. You can do them separately. You can do them and then turn it over and use it there and have the trees overlap. Saying you can have them overlap, or you can use it kind of as it was originally intended, and they layer together perfectly like this. So again, just lots of ways to use the same thing. And this is a really pretty one. This is one of our new sentiment sets that I'm going to show you in a second. There's those new solar flare gems on here too. I'm trying to read the comments as well. Lisa says, I think camp's definitely worth it. I've already learned a lot in 2 sessions, and I would never find all that info just browsing YouTube. Stencil camp was also so many options. Thanks, Janice. Making 40 stencils, so smart, clever, and versatile. I love that. Thank you, Heather. And Sandy says she agrees with Pam. I watch and then craft later. I'm a great multitasker, but not when it comes to crafting. Well, that's why you get lifetime access, because I want you to be able to go back and watch it again and again. All right, now we have a new range of stencils. So these are called Simply Stated. This is your Merry Christmas. This is how it looks when you blend it and use some water and stuff on it. Here's my little Yeti who's coming soon. Can't wait to have him. Love him. So this is your Merry Christmas. Melinda says, I'm a newbie. What is stencil camp? So we have summer camp going on right now, Melinda. Sign-ups are closed for this one. But spoiler alert, because I don't know that Bethany's still here. But spoiler alert is that we're going to have a Christmas card camp. You're going to make 24 cards before Thanksgiving. So stay tuned. There's more camps on the way. But yes, so cool. She is. Sorry. Whoops. This is Simply Stated. We'll just move on. Next up, we have our ornament builder. Again, lots of ways to use this as well. Let me show you how it works. So there's your middle piece. So you've got the background. You have your insert. This coordinates with your spotlight circle as well. So these are all the same size circles. You also get the center, so you can mark it off. And then you have 3 different inserts. You have the reindeers, you have the buck, and you have Santa and his sleigh. And they all fit inside of here perfectly. Like this one here, you can just use it on its own, or of course you can use it with the bow. This one is also on its own. This is so pretty with the lime wire and then the pop art on the outside. And this is one of the new sentiments as well. This one is an upcoming sentiment too. So Lee says, yay, Christmas card camp, can't wait. I'm going to go broke on this release, says Sandy. Yay for another camp, says Eileen. Love the spotlight, says Beverly. And summer camp is so worth the money, says Sandy. And Lisa loves the idea of Christmas card camp. Pam says she's so coming. And Gina says, yay. And everyone says, uh-oh, because I think he was still here. Anyway, we'll just keep going. This one is really fun too. And it's fun that I have all these cool samples to share with you too. Okay, next up is cable knit cardigan. So I'm going to tell you a funny story about this stencil. So we designed this, and there was also a square one. And then we went to cut the tests, because we always test them first just to make sure they work and things. Can I just tell you, so we were going to release both. We decided to only release one, and we did the slimline because it will also fit on your A2s. This stencil, they take 14 hours to cut, not that many of them. 14 hours. So can I just tell you, if you don't already know, we make all our stencils in-house. We have a laser cutter. We make all our stencils in-house. So when you order a stencil, we go and cut a small batch, and then we have them there. And then, as we need them, we cut more. So we're cutting all the time. Like right now I have, what am I cutting down there? Something. Oh, in the tropics, I'm cutting. Jess Francisco's in the tropics. Well, I'm up here. And so just know how much time and love is in this stencil when you order it. It's called Cable Knit Cardigan. And if you order one, please use it. Please play with it. Please love it, because there is so much time and effort into it as well. If we buy these Christmas stencils now, we end up with duplicates in the camp supply box. You will not, Pam. We have designed the boxes and everything already. You will not end up with any duplicates. It will be my Christmas present for the next 5 years, says Wendy. I love that. Summer camp was my Mother's Day present. Perfect, Sandy. So I'm so there for Christmas camp. I want the box. Hint, hints, no second. You will not have any duplicates. That's all I can tell you right now, is you won't have any duplicates between this or any of the releases and what's in the summer camp box. It's exclusive. Not summer camp, Christmas camp box. It's exclusive. I know, FOMO, but it is all exclusive. Francine says, Sandy, great idea. I'm putting together my Maker Forte Christmas wish list. Count me in. This made my Christmas present. Camping, can't wait. All right, so much fun. So yeah, so if you order this stencil, please love it a lot, because there is so much time and love into it as well. Pamela says, it's my pleasure to meet you at Stamfest in Kissimmee last weekend. It was awesome to meet you as well. It was so great. That was the best part of the show, was getting to meet everyone. And I got to hang out for the whole weekend with Alicia. So she got all the spoilers, I think, right now. If these in the box, I don't mind duplicates because I can move them on without having to clean and wait to dry. That's true too, but you do not have any duplicates. So Alicia says, I don't see that stencil. What's the name? It's called Cable Knit Cardigan. I'm sure it was there. me see if I can find it for you. I'll switch when I'm doing it. Cable. Bethany, it's not there. I think Bethany's still here. She said she was, because when I got myself in trouble. Cable knit. Because we were only, oh, it's showing it's archived. I don't know why. I'm going to unarchive it. Boom, it's there. If you ordered the bundle, I'm pretty sure it's included. But I also, okay, how do I now find it? See, you see why Bethany runs this side of things? Okay, it says active. How do I find the link to it? Ah, found it. See, I can be self-sufficient. Okay, I did the cable knit cardigan one, so it's there for you. All right, so yeah, this is cable knit cardigan. This is a really cool. So this is the California Love pop art and roller skates, and it's that Christmas vibe. I keep putting these to the side so that when we get to the Christmas vibe stamp set, you can all see it. But that's cable knit cardigan. Okay. Next up is a Grateful to You. So this is the only like traditional non-Christmas stamp in here. It's from Verada, but it was just such a pretty stamp. We thought it was a great one to put in with this release. I love this center here. Look at these cards. I think Amanda made these cards. Look at this. So very grateful to you. Happiness always. This one's so simple. It's some Welsh Dragon. She used a little bit of pop art ink to kind of darken the edges, or you could use your clear like I showed you at camp. And then she gold heat embossed the stamp on there. Clean, simple, quick, easy, but absolutely beautiful. And then on this one, just the most beautiful coloring. I think we need, I'm not sure whether this is Carrie or Amanda, whichever one it was, we need a coloring lesson because this is so, so pretty. I love it. Absolutely amazing. So I'm trying to make a pile of products and a pile of cards. All right, we're here. Christmas vibes. Here is our really cool one. So you get the washing line here with Santa's washing while he's at the beach. He's got his flip-flops, his sunglasses, his boxers, and his hat. And this little piece fits in here, so you can make his boxes the same. The shirt, you can obviously use any shirts. You could use it for any time of the year, or you can turn it into a Hawaiian shirt. This, of course, doesn't have to be a Christmas set because you can use the shirt the whole year round. And here is your Christmas vibe. So here's the 3 cards I've shown you so far. And you can see that it's the same stamp set, but they all look so different, which again is super, super cool. It's awesome. So I love that. Love, 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 love. So that's Christmas vibes. Another one from Jess Francisco. It is called Happy Crawler Days. So it's a fun kind of beachy theme. Your cross hatchings here fit inside your pineapple. You've got some hand lettered sentiment as well. And I miss you more than a pinch. So of course you can use these characters any time of the year. In fact, you could use it all any time of the year. You don't have to use this as a Christmas card, but it is fun. So here's your Happy Crawler Days, and there's your washing line as well from the Santa set. And then here you also have Happy Crawler Days with your crab holding this. But you could have this for any kind of celebration. I think it'd be really, really fun to use it any time of the year. I absolutely love, love, love it. Just fun. I love some of the fun sets. Like, I am a traditional Christmas person, but this is fun too. Here are Alex Siberia's Your Berry Sweet. So again, another one that we could make these into mistletoe berries and holly berries and all those kinds of things. Or you can turn them into summer berries like this. You could turn them into fall berries, spring berries. Like, you can use this for any time of the year. And you can see the sentiments are not themed to the holidays, so you can really kind of stretch them and use them and all those kinds of things. But look at this beautiful coloring the 2 girls did. I love them. They're so talented, and I'm so grateful to have them on our team. Alicia says, I got a brag bag from Stamp Cess. It's so fun. I can't remember what I bought. And Carrie says, Amanda, we had the same idea. It's just so pretty. I love it, but they're so different. Like this one's so delicate with like the no line coloring. I think this is Fog that they've stamped it out with, and this is the Remarkable. So they just look so different, and yet they're the same. There is also a stencil set from this, and it's 7 layers. Maybe we can get to this one a little bit. I had a pile of things I wanted to work on, and now I don't know what side of the table I put it on. But it creates your berries as you go up. The only thing is it doesn't match. Oh, it does. Well, it kind of does. Close-ish matches your stamp. So I thought maybe Bethany resized this. I think Bethany resized this because this stencil now fits your stamp, and it didn't in the beginning. Oh, Bethany's such a miracle worker. What do we do without her? Yeah, it looks like it does. So I'm going to start that sentence again. You can also get a stencil set, 7 layers, and it colors in your stamps for you. So, do you know of any online card classes? I signed up for the Card Maker Success Summit by Stamp Me Some Love. Sam, we have a monthly free class. It's called Lift Your Spirits. You can get it on the website. Just go to makerforte.com, search Lift Your Spirits. It's totally free. We use one stamp set and we do it 4 ways. It's the second Tuesday of every month, and you get lifetime access to it once you've signed up. And then we do ebooks. So we get some classes that way. And then we have camps. So we have Hedgehog Holidays comes in August. And the theme will be kind of fall. It's falling into fall. There'll be a little bit of Christmas in there. We'll have a holidays edition. That's hard to say. That will be out in October. But in August, we'll be doing that. And every hour you have a different teacher. It's a different theme. So you get lots of ideas. And we do lots of giveaways. We give away a cricket and all sorts of fun things. So I don't know if Bethany's here, but she can pop the link down there for you as well. There you go. See, Bethany says it should fit. Whoop, whoop for Bethany. Yep, totally, Wendy. I'm so with you on that as well. Bethany's due for another raise. Bethany is awesome. She really is. Love the pineapple and crab. We have pineapples growing here everywhere in Queensland. Lots of crabs. That's awesome. So Bethany's going to drop you a link for holidays in there as well, Sam, so you can check that out. And Francine says, holidays are an amazing, crafty, packed weekend. We try our best. It's one of my favorite weekends of the quarter. We do one every quarter. Next up, we have this one here. This is called Wise Men Shall Seek Him. Alicia, I have lost the cards we made. I don't know how. But last weekend, we did a make and take using this. It was the most beautiful card. I don't know how I've managed to lose it. I'm so sad. I'm going to have to make it again because it was so pretty. So what we did, maybe I can make it in a minute because I can remember how to do it. We did that a lot. We took this one here, which fits in your spotlight circle A2. We used pink, purple, and yellow and orange. And then this here, you can see, is designed to stamp around this perfectly. Looks awesome. So this is how this goes on here. And then you've got Wise Men Shall Seek Him, which is here. Here is the Holy Night. And here is the Holy Night with the arch as a shaker card. How cool is that? I think this one was Carrie's. Was this Carrie or Amanda? I don't know. I haven't got a name on it. But I love how they did this with the confetti stars. These are Maker Forte confetti stars on top. And it just looks awesome. So I love this stamp set. Also the Christ here, it has a little nativity inside of the sea. And if you love that, you're going to love what's coming up. But this one's coming up on here as well. Oh yeah, we did tape the card together. I know it was tucked in the side of the top card, but it's not here. I looked for it all week. I haven't found it. And I'm really sad. So I've got to make it again. I love that card. It was so pretty. I wish I had it to share with you. But maybe we can make it in a minute. We'll see how much time we've got. Then we have our Nordic Christmas watercolor builder. So I use this for the make and take. This one is one that one of the girls made. So they took this deer here. They added the face in. And then they added the little holly berries and cut them out. And then it's Carrie's. And the shaker was Carrie's, I guess Amanda was saying. I love you two both. You're both awesome. And then we did it at for the make and take, and I did the snowflake in the middle. And then because you have the reindeers going in both directions, we did a slimline. So you had a reindeer jumping in and a snowflake in the middle. This here fits inside of your tree. This happens to fit inside of your bird here. This also fits in the side of your bird or on your reindeer. So all of these little elements are designed to fit in there. And you can do them as watercolors. You can use your brayer on there. You can get some really cool techniques with that. Just if you're doing let loose, you will love these. And you can also just stamp them as the girls did here as well. So that's that. And then here is Nativity, Peace, Love, and Hope. So this one, again, so you've got the peace, the love, the hope, the joy, and the blessed, and they all have a nativity inside of them. So you can see they're just so pretty. So here the girls did them. This one is the red cardstock with a little bit of red ink blended to give it that lovely kind of shading. You can kind of see on there. And then gold heat embossing to give you that peace with the gold gems. And then you've got the joy. This is that lovely, perfectly pieced patchwork stencil in the background. And then the joy stamped on the front as well. Really fun. This was super popular. We released them early at the show last weekend. And I would say that this and this were the two sets that sold the most. I think just because they're a little bit different. But definitely love those sets. Then we have our inside sentiments. So Marcy over at Stamp Junkie said to me, she loves all the sentiments, but she can never find something that represents what she wants, but it is big enough to go on the inside of a card. So we took that theme of using the nativity in the O's, and we made larger sentiments. So these are more of a religious theme. We have modern ones coming as well. So these are those. This is the modern Christmas trees I said to remember. You've got to hold this time close to your heart and feel the warmth of God's love this holiday season. And then it was also on a couple of other cards. It was on this one as well. So many different ways to use that as well. So, bigger sentiments, you can use them on the outside like this, but they also work really well on the inside of your card. So that was what I was kind of going for as well. On there. Here we have a 4x8. So this is not included in your silhouette subscription. This is something extra. It's called From Our Home to Yours. You have this beautiful village with Santa on his sleigh above. You could mask this out if you didn't want it to be a Christmas card, if you just wanted it to be a winter card. You could just stamp these out. You got the little snowman on the bridge. Look at that little detail of the snowman on the bridge. Isn't that so cool? Love that as well. And then you've got the nice font, like a nice kind of fun font. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Greetings, joy from our home to yours, dashing through the snow. So here is one. I think this one was Amanda's. She did the Yellowstone and the Rah Rah Gun, a bit of Tiptree jam. And then she used her splatter stamp with water as well to add some extra detail. She heat embossed on here and then masked off this bottom piece to add her sentiment of dashing through the snow. And then here you have From Our Home to Yours. So you've got the rainbow going through here again. Looks awesome. And then I don't know who had the time or the patience to glue on all of this confetti. So these are our confetti stars. If you haven't seen them, we have stars, we have black laser cut bats, and we have a witch's brew mix. And so she stuck them all on here. It's awesome. There is, so for everyone who's saying, I want it all, there is a gotta have it all bundle, just so you know. And you can grab that, and it's got $130 off. So it's like over 20% savings on it. It's really, really good value. So if you want to do that, and you can do the 0% interest and pay over time. So if you want to do this, and this is your Christmas stuff, and you're going to craft with all of this before Christmas, that's a really, really good way to go to. This is called Gingerbread Village. So this is one of mine. I designed this one, and I love it for so many different reasons. I'm going to share them all with you in a minute. I want to show you. Here's a beautiful background one. So stamped with the Yellowstone on here and using that splatter stamp. I love these splatters. Do you all have splatters in your stash? It's one of the best stamps ever. It's great for adding extra details and doing all sorts of fun things. And then this one here is great. Look at this on the craft cardstock. and then layering the two together to give it, and then they use their pens in here to give it some extra definition, and then glitter piecing. I mean, so much detail in there, and it looks so awesome. Can we please put on the website where to find the new ink pads? It's in the new collection, Mary, or you can just search. There's a bundle. I think Bethany's still here. I can't do this. Oh, there you go. Bethany just posted you a link in there. But yeah, so you have the glitter piecing in here. Look how cool. These are all of our glitters. This is British Racing Green, Telephone Box, and English Mustard. And then We Wish You a Merry Christmas on the top there. So cool. But the way this stamp works is you have the solid piece, so you can stamp a background or brayer a background. That's been my latest thing, is I've been brayering backgrounds. It works really well on these solid stamps. And then you can stamp the details over the top, or you can take the houses individually and they fit on here as well, and you can layer them and add extra foam to create depth, so like some pop out more than others. These are really, really fun to do, and I just love gingerbread houses. So there is a story behind this stamp set. When I was little, my granddad was in, well, he'd retired by the time I was born, but he was in the army, and he used to make all the cakes for the Queen. He was in the Queen's regiment. So every Christmas, we used to make a gingerbread house. He would buy the basic kit. My aunt would bring it over from Germany, and we'd make this gingerbread house. Well, we would put like the round with the sprinkles on top, and we'd tile them all to make the roof, and he'd teach me how to add the egg white to stabilize the icing, so it had the icicles on it. I mean, we had the gingerbread house to end all gingerbread houses, and every year it was different, and it's one memory I always have as a kid. So this stamp was kind of a reminder of that. So there is a lot of love in this stamp set, and I really hope you're going to enjoy playing with it, because it has some really fun memories for me on there, and it reminds me of some of the gingerbread houses and the lattice work we used to do and all that kind of stuff on there. So that's what this stamp set is. So there's some really fun memories. So if you stamp with that, remember it is filled with love and fun memories. This one here is for you, my dear. It has some beautiful fonts in it. I'm a real font junkie. Like, I spend a lot of time when I'm designing a stamp set finding the right fonts for that as well on here. And this, again, is a great generic because, yes, I put Christmas fonts in here. There will be an add-on for it coming probably like January, February time, which will make it more generic. But because they have just flowers and things like that and stars and that on, you can stamp any sentiment in here. So here they did the let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. So you don't have to, use what I've put in here. This one has the happy holidays with that bright glare, and you use blocker stars, blocker circles even in the background. Isn't that a beautiful background piece on the blocker circles? Just to add some interest. I love it. What a fab idea on there. So I love these. So again, you can use these. They're meant for holidays, but you can put any sentiment in there as well. And then you've got, so believe, then you've got believe and magic, believe in the magic, holy night, joy to the world. So it's a real mix and match kind of stamp set. Okay, only a couple left. This one here is our Farmhouse font numbers and punctuation. So if you want to do obviously numbers or anniversary stuff, you've got your ampersand, your question mark, your exclamation, the stars, the brackets, everything you need in here. And that matches with your Farmhouse font. And the final one is your silhouette. So if you are on the silhouette auto ship, you already should have this in your crafty hands. It's a stamp and stencil combo. So you get the opposite pieces as always. Here is your stamp. I'm going to put it over the white so it's easier to see. So this is a 4x8 stamp set. Of course, you can use this for maybe hunting, fishing, shooting kind of cards. You can use it for Christmas cards. You can use it for, anything masculine. It's great for that as well. And then there is the matching stencil to go over the top. So you can put the stencil over, and now you can do some really fun backgrounds. You can do your clouds and your rolling hills and your grass and all those kinds of things you can use in here as well. And so really, really fun to do as well. And this is available on auto ship. So last month we had the Mingling Mingos. This month we have Cabin in the Woods, and so on and so on and so on. So you can have all of these beautiful ones shipped to you every month. So that is our Christmas in July release. I love it. There's so many fun memories, and I've tried to share some of those with you today. I may have got a little bit like choked up, particularly with the gingerbread houses. So what shall we craft with? Because, hey, we have all this new stuff, and we can work with that. Denise says, okay, is there a box that contains a lot of these products? I'm not real familiar with how it all works. So Denise, you have the option of buying the bundles. So we bundle all the stencils together, all the stamps together, the embellishments, etc. You can do the Gotta Have It All, which always has the biggest savings. You can always do Afterpay, which gives you 0%. I think it's 6 months, but correct me if I'm wrong. Because you 0% for 6 months, you can just do that as well. And then you will find throughout this month, I go live usually once a weekend, sometimes a bit more. And then you can also do camps with us. We have Lift Your Spirits once a month. So we try and then teach you how to use all these amazing things as well. So that's pretty much how it works. Does adding the insider make it so you can't get Afterpay at checkout? Because I'm not seeing that option. I don't know. Bethany, that's one for you. You may, Jen, want to take the Afterpay out and check out for the Afterpay separately. Not the Afterpay, the insiders separately. I think that might be what it is, because it's a subscription product. I don't think it lets you use Afterpay. So take the insiders out and then check out, and then you could do the insiders separately. Gina says, wow, I'm blown away. Carrie says, awesome release. Pam says, Alex, do the 2 cable stencils work together, the cable and the cardigan? No, they're independent. The cable one is more like the ropey kind of technique, and then the cardigan is the one that takes me 14 hours to do. We don't tell Greg about that, because then he'd tell me I couldn't release it. Could you use the Noble Buck? Yeah, we can definitely do that. The gift stencil, the Gingerbread Village, the Gotta Have It All. Yes, the Gotta Have It All is shop collection. I'm gonna find it for you. Just give me 1 second. Takes me a hot minute. The Gotta Have It All. There we go. There we go. Bethany beat me to it, but I put it in there too. Mr. and Mrs. Doe. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I'm going to start going through. So Gingerbread Village was on the list. I still like this one. Maybe this one. Okay, I don't think we're going to get through all these. We might be crafting all afternoon if we go through all of these. This one. This one. This one. Okay. We're going to have to pare this down a bit, guys, because otherwise you're all going to be spending all afternoon. Maybe you want to spend all afternoon with me. I don't know. Let me grab some cardstock. That's the important part. So let's start with Mr. and Mrs. Doe, because it happened to be on the top of the pile. And I'll make sure I have all my supplies here. I wasn't quite prepared for this level of crafting. We're going to do the traditional. We're going to do Mr. Doe. And I'm going to do it this way. Let's turn this so you can see it. I need something to hold this down. My cart, Alicia will understand, is still not put back together from last weekend. I don't know where most of my stuff is right now. So I'm just going to use some Scotch tape. So it is going to tear, but I know it. I'm going in knowing it's going to tear. I'm going to grab out, I don't have, our brown isn't released yet. So we need a different brown. I'm going to use, what do we think of wild honey? Further. I don't know. Anyone have a better suggestion? Too orange. Okay, let's do this. I brought up some supplies to use. Let's grab a blending brush. So I'm going to use, I'm going to go with fossilized amber. Barbara says, how long am I going to be crafting? I don't know. At this rate, with everyone's requests, quite a while. So you probably have time to have the store open and you could just listen to me and then hop in a second. So, oh, it's quite a pretty color. So this is Tim Holtz's Fossilized Amber. So I have, lots of people ask me what inks I have in my stash now. So I obviously have all of our Color Hide inks. And then I add, the only ones I have kept, I'm actually in the process of clearing out. I kept my archival. I kept a few Altenew. I kept all my Distress. And a couple of Wendy Becky. That's pretty much what I kept. But I will always keep my Distress because they are totally different to our inks. You know, Tim's inks are designed to be not as crisp. They're designed to be distressed. And that is exactly sometimes what I want. So just to let you know, if you wonder what I have in my stash over there. How much longer? Can you put color cardstock under your white cardstock so the lights don't wash out what we see? We can try and do that in a minute. Everyone must get some sleep. Oh, bye, Patty. Yeah, I'm purging my inks now too. Okay, so I just want to make sure I keep up to it. So now I'm going to add my Mr. Dough over the top. And we're going to do a couple of things. So I'm just going to line this up because it should line up perfectly. I know I'm not using my stencil layering tool. I should be. I know. I'm going to take... So for anyone who doesn't watch our channel regularly, I'm in the process of moving my 2 craft spaces. So this is going to be just a studio up here. And then downstairs, I'm going to have a craft space. And I can't wait. I just ordered myself a dream box. So I'm really excited. I need my roller skates. I know it's on the table here somewhere. Nope, that's the closed one. Where's my open one? There it is. Okay, so if you didn't know, you can use the dual tip brushes as blending brushes. They work really, really well. So you can go here. And this one has some ink in it. Let's see how this goes. Well, let's just change the color of my red a bit. It's okay. It's just not going to be as bright as maybe I was going for. But it's still good. He's going to have more of a burgundy. And I'll clean that ink pad off. I'll just smush it on some white cardstock. And so you can see I can really get in those detailed areas. It also gives you a nice texture, like it's not too solid. It kind of looks fun. You could do this white too, of course. Now I'm going to add the fun bit. So if you've never used marshmallow paste, this stuff is so much fun. So I'm going to put these over there. I'm going to use my marshmallow paste. Well, maybe if it's in my car. So this is marshmallow paste. A little bit goes a really, really long way, let me tell you. Okay, I need a paintbrush. Yeah. This one hasn't been used in a while. So if you don't use it in a while, give it a good stir before you get going, because you might find it separates a little bit. And a little bit goes a really long way. So I'm just going to paint this in here. And I'm going to paint it in here. It's actually really quite a lot there. And I'm going to paint it down here. And if you want a lot of puff, go for it. It's fun. Okay, Now I'm going to put my lid back on. And when I'm crafting, I tend to keep like a little tote with water and stuff in it. And that's where I throw my stencils. I could do a bit more water in there, but it'll be fine. Now I'm going to lift off my stencils. I told you it would tear. And now you want a heat tool. Now this can be the Reindeer heat tool or it can be the Wagner one. Either one will work perfectly. Yes, you can use marshmallow paste for snow. That's what I love it for. We're going to do it to add stuff to our little guy here. So this one's going to take longer. The Wagner one just goes poof, straight away. But I think you can kind of say, I'll lift it up in a second. I'm just going to heat them all. Here we go. So here is now my little Mr. Dough. Isn't he cute with his little puffy bit here? So cute. Look at that. It's adorable. So there's your Mr. Dough. And of course you could add glitter. You could add gems down here. So many different ways to use it. It's going to be so fun to play with. So yeah, so try out the marshmallow paste. It's really, really fun. But there's Mr. Dough. All right, let's put this back in here. And let's play with something else. Right, noble buck. Let me show you how to do a noble buck. Again, really simple. You're also going to want your opposites. So this is how I like to do this. So I like to take my, if you're going to do the buck, I like to put him down first. And there is some method to this madness. Pixie spray is really going to be your favorite tool. Between you and Tim, you are killing my wallet. I bought all of Tim's new stuff last week too. Don't worry, Carmen. We're in this together. Okay. Oh. So let's start with the biggest one. And I'm going to put this on. So what do I want my background to be? I think I might go with fog. Let's go with fog. Is this one clean? Yeah. Okay. Don't be afraid to start on the mylar. I'm going to make this like foggy and misty. It's going to be my one. So there's that one. Now I'm going to move to this one. And I'm going to move to, you know what some of Tim's colors do? I'm going to use a bit of speckled egg. See how it comes out. I'm not sure. I haven't pre-planned my colors. So we're just going to work this out together as we go. Now, if you want to, you can mask off this top bit because you have the opposite. So I could have taken the sliver and masked it off. But I'm going to go with the colors mixing, being a fun kind of twist on this. And adding a bit more interest to my card. You can also use the A2 Spotlight Circle, which, so I have this here. So you could do this and then you wouldn't stencil over the edge either. That's what it's designed for. Then you can take this one, stick down our A2 Spotlight Circle. I'm going to try some iced spruce, I think. Oh, that one's a bit darker than I thought. Yeah, never mind.
It happens. It happens when you haven't planned your colours out.
And then let's see what else we got in here. Too dark. Okay, if I go flying, it's because I'm leaning over the edge here. I'm gonna go for some pumice stone. Yeah, just pop your next one on. This spotlight circle is going to be one stamp, or stencil rather, you use all the time, trust me. This. And now I'm going to take some old paper. I'm trying to make sure I keep up with comments. Kind of stuck at home. They're power washing the building, so I can't get my friend. Oh, there you go, Lisa. At least we can craft. So I'm starting at the bottom here. Just because I started misty, I decided to finish it all misty. You could do the brights. You could do the palm tree and the sunset and things as well. That would look really pretty. This kind of looks like the mist and the fog rising. So that's that. And I'm going to lift this one out. And I'm going to take the resist of my deer and put him over the top here. Like so. And I'm going to take a bit more this old paper and create an extra layer down the bottom there. And then just kind of fade it out to nothingness. And just try to find the deer stencil. It looks like it's only available in the large bundle. Is that right, Bethany? Noble Buck, can you get him in the non-bundle? I'll lift it up in a second so you can see it, don't worry. And then I'm going to do, let's see what's left on here. So I'm going to take my Remarkable. I'm going to get rid of a lot of ink and then stipple. And I lost my bit, so I'm just going to gently go down here. You could also color in with a Copic if you wanted to be really solid. But I kind of like this effect. And this is where your jewel tips come in, because you can take this and you can stipple down his legs. Or her leg. I guess it's him because he's got antlers. And then you lift it up. And there, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And you could die cut that, or you could do it in the center of your card, or, you know, any of those things. It's going to be so much fun. So there's my misty one. You could also do it. I can think of tons of different color combinations, but that one's a fun one. So there's that one. Okay, let's do your plaids. See, I'm going to power through this. We're going to get through them all. Now we're going to go for fun colors. I'm going to put my distress back in my drawer. Let's put this here, put this on top. So I like starting with this plaid, first of all. I don't know what color I use for that. I'm going to start with some green. And I'm going to use some roller skates and use some, I'm not sure about the purple. We'll see what the purple is. Who knows? So I'm going to start my plaid with the green. And I need a brush. Okay, not my best blending efforts, but there's our base color. So even that is just pretty on its own. Then we're going to take our center, and I'm actually just going to go in with the same green, and then I'm going to show you something fun. I'm just using up the color I've already got on my brush because you put a lot of ink on your brushes. So this is just giving me a really nice light, oops, I moved my stencil, light green hue. And using your stencil layering tool would be really great right now because you'll get a really good effect. So you can see I have a light green interior. Then I'm going to take, oh, I wanted that one back. Give it back. I hope it's not wet. It's a little bit wet. Well, I'm going to have green ink on my yellow skirt. Now we're going to take our splatter stamp. This is splatter 1. No, I shouldn't have lifted it out. And I'm stamping my gift wrap. Okay, so now I have stamped gift wrap in the center of my thing. Throw all this in here. Now we're going to take our roller skates and we're going to add bows on top of our Aw, thanks, Alicia. The best. I thank you every time I eat my 4th of July Oreos. If you haven't seen them, we got them at Target. I think Alicia said her Safeway had them. They have a red, white, and blue cream, and they're pearlescent cream. The red and the blue is pearlescent. And then they have pop rocks in them, which is so cool. I didn't even know they existed. And then there, now I have gifts. How cool is that? So that's how you use the wrapped in tartan. You can build up. You don't have to use all the steps. You could just use one step. You could use 2 steps. Or you can do something fun like that. But I think it's really cool. I love it. So fun. Okie dokies. I have, ooh, I don't know. I'm going to do this one. Did I throw this in here already? Yep. Just bear with me a moment. I'm going to clean this off because I want to use this stencil even. And new kitchen towel. I don't even know how Alicia did what she just did. So. The brush cleaner. Do you mean the LA's awesome, Lisa? That was for my cricket mats. Oh, I know what you mean. You mean my unicorn. I think Maddie's got it in the sink downstairs. I know the thing you mean. Yeah, I have this little like makeup brush cleaner that I got from the Dollar Tree. It's a unicorn. I have one that looks like a gem too in the bathroom in here. I know what you mean. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I need... Okay, we'll figure that bit out in a minute. So, how did we do this? We did... This one's a little bit more of a process, but bear with me. It's so worth it in the end. You need this and this. You need orange and you need purple rain. And we need some blending brushes. I'm just going to have to contaminate some and deal with it later. Let's pick something close-ish. I'm going to pick that for my pink. I'm going to pick that for my purple. I'm going to pick this is my yellow. This is my orange. Okay. So, start at the bottom with some Yellowstone. I'll look at my Dollar Tree too. If I can find them, I'll let you all know. So I'm going to blend about halfway up with yellow. And I want it to kind of fade out as I go. Then you're going to take some Rah Rah skirt and blend top down. My Rah Rah's getting low. Needs a refill. Can you tell I'm a pink girl? And of course, that's the nice thing about having re-inkers is we can re-ink them too. So this is pretty. But now I want to add a little bit of flair to this. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Oh, these brushes are from Amazon. They're just called ink blending brushes. You can check them out on there. That's where I get mine from. We're working on a Maker Forte version, which should be slightly different. But these ones, well, actually, some of them I think are the prototypes I got for Maker Forte brushes. And the other ones all come from Amazon. They're ink blending brushes. But there will be Maker Forte ones. So I'm just adding a bit of orange. And because these are really thick, opaque inks, they stay wet just a little bit longer. So you can see how I can get these colors to blend together beautifully. Just like this. Oops. Put it back where it's supposed to go. See, I'm so busy looking at everyone's chat that I missed what I was. Yeah. Now we're going to do a little bit of purple on top of the pink. But I mean, okay, that's a bit more than I wanted, but it's fine. You can do whatever you want. It's what is it, a happy accident? We didn't have Bob Ross in England, but I'm learning. So I'm adding just a little bit of purple on top of my pink to give it that hue. So this is what my circle currently looks like. And you're probably like, Alex, what are you doing? There's method to my madness, trust me. Now I'm going to grab my Misty. And I'm going to grab this stamp set.
And this fits perfectly along the bottom of your A2 circle. As Alicia knows well, this was our make and take card. So Alicia's probably watching this having terrible nightmares from the make and take we did. Yeah, so the Spotlight Sense of Fun, because you saw I made the Noble Buck with it, and now I'm making this one with it, which also is really pretty. I'm going to try and do both at once. Normally I do these separately. But I'm going to be adventurous tonight. Or this afternoon. Greg took Tilly swimming, so I'm really hoping it doesn't rain. I think I'm going to do this in 2 steps. And then you can choose, make sure this still works, what color you want to do this in. We did it in black. I don't know what it's going to look like in fog. I'm going to try fog first. And if I don't like it, I can stamp over it in black. Where's my smusher? I don't think this is going to be dark enough for my liking. No, black it is. We're going back to black. Back to black. It's worth trying. The thing is with a lighter color is you can always stamp over it. Smush it. I'm just going to say kudos to all of you who have been here for the hour and a half. I'm going to do it twice because I like it nice and dark. I don't even know where my phone is. I hear it buzzing, but I don't know where it is. Hopefully it's not Greg in distress. So there you go. So there's the Holy Night, which is just so pretty. And then let's do a little bit of cleanup. I don't know what my cleaning stuff is, but we'll do some basic cleanup at least. Which is pretty much as good as it gets in this place. Some stamp cleaner. Maybe not. Oh, yep, I do. Who loves their Pina Colada stamp cleaner, the special summer edition? I think it smells so good. So good. I may or may not just spray it just to smell it. And then I fancy a Pina Colada, and then I have to go and find the frozen ones in the freezer that I bought a total one. Well, I like being busy, Alicia, as you all know. So I love seeing your orders. And I hope, because there is some really good memories for me. Like my granddad was like me. He was big on Christmas. So I think that's why I love Christmas so much. I'm actually going to do this on the side. I've never done it this way. So we're going to see what it looks like. Usually I do it and I just layer it over this and then emboss it. But I'm going to see what it looks like if you like offset it slightly. So there's so many good memories for me in this release that I really hope you can see the love and everything in it, and I hope you feel it when you're crafting with it too. So I miss riding horses too, Alicia. I rode horses as a little girl, and so did Maddie. Look how cool that looks. I really like that, the way it starts. Normally I do it and then heat emboss it, but I like it going that way too. I think that looks really good. What do you all think? Let me know what you think. I'm waiting for everyone to go, well, I didn't think I needed that stamp set, and now I do. That was Alicia and I last weekend. She's like, I didn't think I needed that. Now I do. Okay, so that's how you use that stamp set. Then, what did we have left? Oh, the gingerbread houses. Okay, we have 2 left, and then I got through everyone's request list. Oh, I'm up for that, Alicia. I'm not sure if I could still get on a horse, but I'll try. All right, so these are our watercolor stamps. There are tons of different ways to use this, but I'm just going to show you my latest passion. If I have a brayer up here, because my brayer was downstairs because I was playing around with it. I don't know. I have a whole drawer of gel press tools. Is there a brayer in it? There's a not very good brayer. There you go. I found a brayer. We're good. So we're going to do this. It's a really fun technique. You need some re-inkers. I don't know what colors we got up here, but we're going to make this. I'm going to use, maybe I should make them candy. Do I have rara? No, I don't. I have yellow. Okay, we're just going to do, they may not be the most Christmassy colors, but it's going to work because you're going to get to see the technique. So if you take a little bit, this is Yellowstone. I'm going to do pop art. I may regret this, but we'll see. So these originally were designed so you could put your inks on them, spritz them, and then your inks would muddle together in a good way. I don't know how this combination is going to look. I think it's going to be a bit greeny for me. But you're going to get the idea that you can do this with any colors and any re-inkers. The distress re-inkers also work if I had to grab them out. Now you may want to spritz with water. See if I have some water. The water is going to help you get more movement. I'm going to just check. That is water, not alcohol. So I gave it a spritz with water because your inks are going to move more. And then you're going to smush. I don't know, Bethany, is there a bundle that's got to have it all minus a monthly subscription and lift your spirits? I don't know. So you can see there, like, look at those blends. Now, if you don't want the water reactive pieces, just do it a second time. Like if you added more this and then more of this. Oh, I should mention, it's free shipping all weekend too. I don't know why that only just crossed my mind. Nancy would be so proud of me, guys. So this time I didn't add any water. So I'm going to get less movement. I'm only really going to get what I brayed. Oh, there you go, Christine. If you email ecom, E-C-O-M-M, at makerforte.com, then Bethany will work it out with you. Free shipping is, Bethany, what's the code? Firecracker? I think the code is Firecracker. It's in your emails. If you look at the email we sent you, it's definitely in your emails. So there you go. You can see you get this. And then I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. I'm going to smell some pina colada. Maybe afterwards, maybe this afternoon when I'm cleaning out the craft room. And building those de-stash boxes. Some basic cleaning. It's better than no cleaning, that's what I'm saying. And if you prime time it, you'll get an even better impression. I did not prime time that. Okay. Firecracker is your code. And yes, we can do some winners. Bethany, do you want to select maybe a couple of winners to win a gift card based on comments? You can text them to me if you want. I found my phone and I'll announce them. So now I'm going to take the cookies. And this would look really great if I heat embossed it. I don't have my stuff out, so I'm just going to use my Remarkable Black. But if you heat emboss this, it will look gorgeous. Like, I mean, really gorgeous. Oh, thanks, Catherine. We're excited to have you in Maker Forte and be part of our crafter family. We do have a Facebook group. It's called the Crafter Party, and everyone shares their inspiration and ideas, and you might get a few sneak peeks of stuff in there too. So be sure to join that on Facebook if you are on Facebook. So you can see there, like how cute's that? And if I heat embossed it, I'd probably love it even more. Like, so cool. So that's how you do that with the gingerbread houses. Now I have one more set that you requested, and then I promise we can all go about our day. I can finish my cup of coffee and then move to the pina colada and clean up the craft room. If you are not already a channel member, do sign up. You get a load of exclusive coupons every month. But also, it really helps to support us to bring you the videos and the channel. And that everyone thinks everyone on YouTube makes a fortune with the ads you watch. We really don't. I mean, we really, really don't. So if you do want to support a channel, that's always a great way to become a member of the channel. You get some, we give you coupon codes and things and some fun stuff like that. You also get some special emojis and those kinds of things too. So you just hit down below where it says subscribe. It'll say become a member. You want to do that too. I don't know what order I want to do this in. I think I'm going to do it this way. All right, so I'm going to use my Misty as my guide because I don't have my stencil layering guide here. So we're going to start off with some brown. And because I already had used wild honey, I think that's green. I'm going to use the wild honey just because it's a really nice brown color for my twigs. So there's layer one. I'm just going to work top to bottom. And all I'm doing is taking this and aligning it down the bottom there. So you can see, you just put it down in this corner right here. Oh, thanks, Francine. And I'm using the same ink again, but look, it looks like two you can see it's two totally different shades, even though I just blended the same ink and brush, which again is a cool thing. So now I'm going to do my green, and I'm going to use palm tree because I love that green. I think it's out on the table here somewhere. Here it is. And I'm going to blend quite a bit off on my mylar because I don't want it too bright. So let's do that. And then I'm going to do this one down here. And this time I'm going to take what's left of my palm tree, like this, and I'm going to add a pop, just a pop of lime wired, just to like really brighten it up. Same brush. Again, blend a lot off and then go in. Because you can always add more. It's really hard to take it back. Trust me. So there's that. Then we're going to start our berries. Of course, the nice thing about doing it in the Misty is you keep your cardstock in the corner. You keep your stencil in the corner. And it works perfectly. So now I'm going to take some roller skates. I think this was my roller skates brush. Yeah. Looks like it. Look at those gorgeous berries. And some more berries. And final berries. And these are a really opaque ink. So if you keep using them over and over, those areas are just going to get darker and darker. You can also do this with kaleidoscope powders. Spoiler, if you're coming to camp, I'm going to show you how to do layering stencils with kaleidoscope powders. So I'm trying to keep up with chat too. So now I have this down here. Now I can take my berry stamp. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you tell us. I see Sumi or Sumi has joined and Sam was here and that. You can also sign up for our free classes. You know what I've done is I did some of my stencils the wrong way around. See, I make mistakes too. Let's see if we can rescue this. Do you see my leaves are in the wrong place? See, if you stamped with fog first and then did remarkable afterwards, you wouldn't have that problem. Oopsies. See, I make mistakes too. I thought something wasn't quite right about the leaves, but it didn't really occur to me. See that? So here is Alex's top tip to learn from her mistakes. If you stamp out your image, here, if I turn this over and show you what I mean. If you first of all stamp this out with fog, because fog is the most awesome color in the world. Hi, Linda. Welcome to your first time. Sorry, I made a mistake. I do not edit out my mistakes, so just get used to it. I make mistakes. So if you stamp out first with fog, you can see some areas a little bit darker than others, but that doesn't bother me. Then you go through and do your stencil. Just going to grab all my layers. Oh, those ones are wet. Then go through and do all of your layers. And see, I now need to wash these. But if I did it like this, and then like this, etc., 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 and then at the end, don't move this stamp over here. Then when you've done all your ink blending, then come in and go with the black, and then you'll add all your lines in the right places. So, whoops. It happens. I actually still kind of like this. I don't know what I'll do. I might just blend a stencil over it. I don't know. It might go in the trash. Who knows? I bet if I took a dye and spotlighted a bit, it would be just fine. So anyway, thank you, everyone. Kudos to those of you who have stuck with me for nearly 2 hours. But I think we've had a lot of fun. We've created tons, which is awesome. That's my favorite part of all this. I'm now going to go clear up. I am going to go and start cutting all of those awesome stencils you all ordered once the In the Tropics is finished. I think it's a 3-hour cut. So just know that some of these stencils, like your spotlight circles, they maybe take an hour to make a batch. But other ones, like that cable knit cardigan, they take 14 hours. So we put a lot of love and everything into all of these, and they're all made just for you as well. Bethany says, I'm going to post a bundle for those who are subscribers. Sumi says, I've been card making, scrapbooking for over 20 years, but I'm new here. Welcome. Gina says, welcome to all the new people watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the greatness. How about some winners? I think that is time. I don't know if Bethany sent me. She did. Okay. She picked 3 winners. So I hope you're still watching. Okay. She picked Jen Marino. Woo! You can have email ecom, ECOMM @maker40.com because I can't ever say it without that now. And then Catherine Cartwright Crafts. Congrats, Catherine. And Sumi Lin. So congrats. And welcome to Maker Forte for those of you who are new as well. I am not high pressure at all. Welcome, Francine. She's a member. Woohoo. Welcome. I think welcome back. I'm pretty sure you've been here. Well, I know you've been around for a while, but I think you've been in the members too. So thank you everyone for joining. I hope you have so much fun with this release. Don't forget to post it in the Crafter Party group on Facebook. I want to see all your creations. Make sure you post in there. I check it every single day. And I will be back. If you are doing Let Loose Camp, I will be live tomorrow. I haven't set a time because I don't know what time. I don't know what our plans are. And then maybe, depending on whether I might go live on Monday, and we can make some other stuff with the new collection as well. So thank you so much for joining me and spending some of your Saturday morning or afternoon or early morning, or maybe it's even Sunday where you are. But thank you for spending some time with me. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I cannot wait to pack your orders next week. It's just me and Liz. For those of you who didn't know, Emily's last day was yesterday, if you missed the announcement. She's gone back to be a teacher, and she is the most awesome teacher. That's how we met. She was teaching Tilly. So I'm really thrilled for her that that's her new position. And she's still part of the family. She'll still be here. She's going to babysit on date nights. She's going to come be a guest at Lift Your Spirits and things. So she'll still be around. We're great friends. And I love her and Scotty so, so much. So thanks for joining us. I cannot wait to see you all in a couple of days' time. And for those of you who are... have a great day. I'm off for a drive to a bog fruit sale. I don't even know what that is, Alicia. You'll have to text me and let me know. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you over the weekend. Have a great time, everyone. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell. And don't forget to use that code FIRECRACKER for free shipping. I'll see you later. Bye.